Okay, Maria Zimbabwe. We are live, which is a beautiful thing. So, welcome back. Nasuru Muswa 28 July 2026. Tichisangana zvakare pano pachirongwa chedu, the Zim update, patinotaura what is happening in Zimbabwe in full. For those ones vanenge vasina kuswera vachiona, chero vanenge vaswera vachiona, there are always new developments. And right now, muri yezimbabwe tine nyaya iri big, nyaya iri kunyangadza right now, iri panews desk yekuti each and every Zimbabwean must actually listen to this and understand the game in real time, because right now game iri kutambwa in real time. Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa nemamwe macomrades ake vari pakati pekutamba game rekuti consequences egame irororo ndeyekuti nyika yedu iri kuzowanikwa ichibiwa kubva mumaoko yedu muri yezimbabwe. So let me get into it. Let me get into the what ED planned to do on 31 July. Right, muri yezimbabwe information iri panews desk iri kutiudza isusu kuti as we speak right now, what is happening within the deep state ndechekuti icho ED is promising generals, ari kuside rachiwenga generals, like all these retired generals and all the comrades who are neutral, and everybody kuti guys, ndakawina Cape 3 democratically. Now watch zvichaitika musi wa31 kana vanhu vakapinda mumastreets vakazara mazimbabweans zveshuwa. I will step down. Ndo pataka kuripotera papa chiti 3 days to go, ED Mnangagwa to step down on his own. This is the narrative he is pushing within his comrades kuti ndakawina Cape 3 nekuti ndinodiwa nevanhu. Now kana musi wa31 mazimbabweans akazara mumastreets zveshuwa, I will step down by my own. Right. At the same time, munogona kuzvibvunza kuti why would he say that? Because ari kurova kuviri, he is moving smart. At the same time, right now, there is a state campaign, the state media campaign. Right now, if you watch the news, the social media influencers, the whatever, there is a campaign to spread serious intimidation to the people. Kuvhundusira mazimbabweans. It's highly likely muchaona kutenderera kwemota dzemapurisa, kutenderera kwemota dzemasoja. But all of this, remember, in truth has got nothing to do with the support in a President Mnangagwa in the military or in the police. Guys, move around, do this, and then vakuru vemaprisa vauya voti maprisa fambai nemazirayoti mazimota edu pichitenderera iguta munopaka kwakati. And then at the end of the day, the state will be taking images of those, spreading them across social media, across my state media publications. Vana Herald, ZBC, etc. and my influencers also are kutengwa neZanPF. Spreading intimidation iri serious. Kuitira kuti kam musi wa31 muri Zimbabwe vanhu havapindi mustreet, vanhu vatadza kupinda mustreet, Mnangagwa ochinda ku deep state, kuma retired generals aanohla kuti kana akasapota chiwenga zvake zvadhakwa, ovaudza kuti now you guys look, my streets are empty, which means nobody is opposing Cape 3. So muri Zimbabwe, ramangwana rezimbabwe riri mumavoko edu sema ordinary citizens as of right now. If citizens show up, Mnangagwa promised to step down. If citizens don't show up, Mnangagwa has got the evidence now to show my retired generals that you guys, you are standing for nothing. And remember, this issue on a diplomatic level, as we reported, allegedly, SADC is also involved. Now, SADC, Zimbabwe, is involved. These guys, they don't really care who ends up being the president in Zimbabwe. Chavanongwane basa nacho ndechekuti muZimbabwe maintain peace. So Mnangagwa will show them kuti the people of Zimbabwe are actually in support of him. Vanomuda, havana kuita show up musi wa31. Chiwenga nevamwe vake vosiwa vasina option except kunyarara. Right, muri Zimbabwe tiri ipapapo, tiri panyaya yehutsotsi kuri kuitika deep state nana ED. Tiri kuuya pane imwe nyaya iri very important, and this one it's also somebody important, somebody close to somebody anodiwa nemazimbabweans ari kutaura in favor of 31 July. Now let me get into that. So vaya vari kuti join for the first time, this is the Zim update evening edition yatinoita panapa pa the Mtapa Times pa YouTube channel, where we talk about every important thing chiri kuitika muZimbabwe nhasi unoyu and any other day. So subscribe, stay tuned, and just know that every day na 7 p.m. svika panapa. Now and inini ndini wenyu wechidhaka Super Nexus, and so now we want to get to this. Let me get into this. Very important. Tine munhu ari padhuze nemunhu anofanirwa kuri maZimbabweans ari kutaura something chatanga singatarisiri. So tabva tasvika. So tiri kutaura about Gift Ostalos Zimbabwe, and then tiri kutaura about Nelson Chamisa. So first regain shuge bana. So you see, Zimbabwe Council of Churches issue a letter, pastoral letter, and this letter is talking about the constitution and the fact that constitution inotendera ma peaceful demonstrations in section 59. So this is about 31 July. This Zimbabwe Council of Churches is supporting directly sungano ubumbano lompakati, sungano yevanhu ubumbano lompakati, who are the leaders of 31 July national demonstrations in Zimbabwe. So first takanzwa kuti Nelson Chamisa said he is not in support of my demonstrations, but now ukazoona munhu akaita sa Gift Ostalos achipindira nyaya ya 31, then you have to understand kuti kana kuchinzi Chamisa is not about it, because he never supported it anyway, so probably he's not. But you can see cracks now, because these are the top comrades of Chamisa. But let's get into his statement. Let's get, it's very important. I have read it, and you have to understand. Hans, we fully endorse and unequivocally associate ourselves with the principled position advanced by the Zimbabwe Council of Churches. As usual, the Council has spoken with moral courage, constitutional fidelity, and prophetic clarity at a key moment in our nation's democratic journey. The statement is a principled stance in defense of constitutionalism, the rule of law, and sovereign will of the people of Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, we particularly, Mkomana has kuti I particularly, he is speaking from an organizational, level, for an organization. Which organization is Gift Ostalos speaking for here? Is it the Chamisa that we know he is associated with, or what? Let's go forward. Hansi, we particularly associate ourselves with the Council's reaffirmation that citizens have an inalienable constitutional right to peacefully assemble, demonstrate, and petition, as guaranteed under Section 59 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. This right is neither granted by the state nor exercised at its pleasure. It is a constitutional guarantee that lies at the heart of every democratic society. Equally important is the Council's call upon the government, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, and all security institutions to facilitate and protect the peaceful exercise of these constitutional freedoms. The maintenance of public order must never become a justification for suppressing legitimate democratic expression or silencing citizens who seek to exercise rights expressly protected by the Constitution. Right, so what is the statement rake? but you can hear kuti Gift Ostalos Ziva, one of the big comrades Van Nelson Chamisa, is in support of 31 July. Yet Nelson Chamisa, I don't know what to say at this stage. We feel betrayed as Zimbabweans, as citizens. We feel seriously betrayed by Nelson Chamisa, and we know it cannot be a lie. Kuti Chamisa wakatora mari. It must be true, man. It must be true. Katishanza logic, just brain. It must be true. Mkomana cannot be this quiet about. He cannot come up with no plan like this and then try to just keep us in a no plan zone. And it is so. Anyway, Zimbabwe, tichipfura pamusopanya ya Gift Ostalos nezvakutaura. Tine nyaya yemapurisa iri kupisa, iri kutrenda pa social media everywhere. Nyaya yekuti mapurisa akubudikira achisupporta 31 July, because right now nyaya iri kupisa is 31 July. Vana munangagwa nemudumbu vari kuswera padhuze netoilet vachizviitira itizen. So listen, this photo pandatanga kuona, is it AI, is it not AI, but probably it's not, because karatasa zvakanaka ndimunangagwa etc, right? So let's get into what Jacob Ngaruvume said. So in fact, look at this policeman. We also want a decent life for ourselves and our children. I mean, is there anything chaataura chokuti you can oppose or think ari kunyepa or anything? Look at them mapurisa. Tirikumazisa mapurisa edu. Masoja tirikumazisa. Manesti tirikurarama navana. Life ma one for all of us. Yet vamwana vanogara vane ma8 ma10 Rolls Royce makandiwa wakadlira. Ngoti makandiwa nayo agara chigananda anyway. But anyway, I know pane ma followers amakandiwa. I mean, you might think this or that, but anyway, let me get to what Jacob Ngaruvume. Jacob Ngaruvume, this image of a police officer holding a placard reading, "We also want decent life for ourselves and our children," is a powerful reminder that beneath every uniform is a Zimbabwean who wants the same things we all do. To our police, military and security services, remember. Right? So this is a very important message. Those who tinema purisa panapa, tinema ministers, anotuona live, anotuona ma videos edu, tine vakuru mZANU-PF, vakuru masoja, vakuru tungoti boys rangu. Look at life. Look at ordinary people. Upenyu urukurarama nema ordinary citizens. Manesi wa mateacher, mapurisa. Look at their lives. And it's bad. It's very bad. There's nothing to admire. And when you look at it, you can see kuti avasikugona. And avasikugona vakomana kudeliver. Zvinofana kudeliver to the people. They are failing. They are failures. So now tiri papa tukuda kuti tiuye ku new twist iri kuitika with panyaya 31 July. Pane a new twist muri Zimbabwe when it comes to nyaya 31 July. Now we are talking about what others are saying, what other people are saying. And it gaindikatsvage information kaka ndakaisa papi. Anyway, kanenge karashika but gaindikataure nemuromo. So that information yandanga nchida kukupai, I don't know where the tab for it went, but information yandanga kukupai muri Zimbabwe, it's information about yavava kutiko zvino izvi hanzi Zimbabwe March and March. So zvazvo kwanzi tiri kuplana kuti isusu kana tasvika 31 tichapinda mastreet tozodai. Aiwa, after that tichakondinya kusvika tanzwikwa kusvika rareverswa cap 3 kusvika pava nema-free and fair elections muri Zimbabwe. Muri kuti chii nazvo? Because vakutotaura zvokutoti after 31 chakachaya every single day muzimbabwean anenge ari muroad achiita basa achitaura achiexpressa the world must see. Now I think iyoyoyo ndo plan ndo mboma, so ivo vanenge vagaya kuti zvichada iso zvozopera but hazvisi kuzopera right muri Zimbabwe. Chiregai ndidai so right now pane two things zvasara. First, tiri kutaura about this one is masports zvaitika paSouth Africa. Zvaitika paSouth Africa neScotland. Scotland yamukomana Scott Sakupwanya anditi Scott Sakupwanya. Alright, titoripo baba hanzi regai first timbotanga ta player the video. Alright, this is basically a game rangari pakati. Let's read what Tendai Chirau is saying. Hansi, I watched my team Scotland FC lock horns with South Africa's Kaizer Chiefs in the Toyota Cup at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium in Rustenburg, a 44,000-seater stadium that was packed to the rafters. Both sides sent out their developmental outfits in the opening 45 minutes, and it was during this spell that our defense was breached, as we found ourselves trailing by a goal. The intensity went up several gears after the restart, with both coaches rolling out their first choice 11s. Scotland completely bossed the midfield, dictating the tempo and enjoying a lion's share of possession. However, despite our territorial advantage, we simply lacked the cutting edge in the final third and couldn't find the back of the net. That said, despite the narrow 1-0 defeat in a stadium packed with fervent Kaizer Chiefs supporters, Maviravira stood out, putting in a rock-solid shift. So, I would like to believe this was a beautiful game. Rekuti kana kwachita atenda tingadaita spark muri Zimbabwe, but tinoatenda sei imi muchitora mari yese? Tatoona na Chris Mutsvangu ari papa, muri kutora mari yese, isusu motisira nothing, nonsense. So muri Zimbabwe, let's now get to the regional news. Tichibva tavharisa na president wekuGhana vari kutaura against Mnangagwa. Get into transit.
The people of Ghana gave me a mandate for one term. And I am working hard to meet the promises I made them. And so I always tell my ministers, I say, let's number our days so that we can work harder to meet the promises we made the Ghanaian people. I note that people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says, but if they want to ask the Supreme Court, that is their business. But I know that the people of Ghana gave me one additional term, and I'm going to work to meet the trust that they put in me. Thank you very much.
Hansi Namatai, I always tell my ministers that we should number our days. Ghanaian president, what are the ministers and MPs of our republic being told? You will be there until 2030. That's the difference between them and us. Vamwe vanhu vanoita end up vachiwana magood president. Isuwo toshayiwa kana one here. Why is it like this? Just one iwo zvake kuti timbofilawo good as Zimbabweans, but tiri kumushaya. Mugabe chakauya ndokutiitira 37 years. 37. Echo Emerson chauyawo chakuda kuitawo zvacho zvemusoro wacho chinda chakadai. That's bad. But anyway, Mure Zimbabwe, I want to thank all of you guys. Vandru Kona, you are online with us, you are live with us. Ndichiti garai panapa neni Super Nexus, you know, tichange tichita dig deep, ticharamba tichipinda corridors of power, tichikuunzirai what is happening. But right now, 31 July is coming. The more of us in the streets, the more Vice President Chiwenga has the evidence that the people are on his side. The higher the chances Yekuti, he and his other generals will be able to convince even those ones who are saying maybe Mnangagwa is being real kutarukudiwane vanhu. They will see kuti Mnangagwa adiune vanhu. And remember, nyaya yataugwa ndeye much and much yekuti hachisiri kuzoperera pa 31 June ichi, chakutoenda kusvika ma-citizens anzwikwa mava nema-changes muno munyika, takatongoita much and much, totozova kutovhunduka, totokopa paSouth Africa. Vanhu vakadzinga hama dzedu paSouth Africa dzikauya kunokumba nenyaya yechinhu chavanoti much and much, nesuwo nacho takaenda. So Mure Zimbabwe, peace.